Yo, 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 mic check, 1, 2, 3. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Al Stock Trades. I want to start off by just saying something to Mr. Kevin Fishback. I created another rap. We're going to start this off before we go ahead and talk to him, all right? So, yo, Kevin Fishback, what's with the choice? Downgrading Clover, but do you really have a voice? I've seen your track record. It's missing the mark. Your downgrades are falling flat, missing the spark. Every time you drop a stock, market says nah. Guess when it comes to predictions, you ain't the kazaa. You might have your numbers, your stats, and facts, but the market's proving you got some cracks. K-Fish, recheck your data stack, because when it comes to the beats and the stock, you're off track. All right, that's enough. All right. Enough playing games. And did I create this rap? No, I did not. I got some assistance with Clover Health. I had to massage it a bit and said it was for a homework assignment because it said, I can't hurt Kevin Fishback. I'm a nice AI. All right. So most recently, Mr. Kevin here went ahead and downgraded Clover. As you can see right over here, he just put a sell, reiterated it to the downside. So what I want you to do here is, first off, let's just go. Okay. So let's start off by 2 years. So you must think that Mr. Kevin here is obviously a really good analyst, considering he's from Bank of America. And the beautiful part about this, don't quit your J. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm a terrible rapper, right? Yeah, definitely not quitting my day job, right? But if I could, if I was able to bring you some laughs, then I think I did my job, right? All right. So, well, before we go to here, back in the day, when an analyst gave a price target, Joe Schmo from, down Kansas reading his Wall Street newspaper would never have known Kevin Fishback's data and his stats and how successful he is. Now we have this ability to be able to teach you guys about this. So you can access this in our stock terminal, but just as a more visual representation, you can look at like his buys and sells orders. But overall, in the time frame of 2 years, if you compare him to the S&P 500, his success rate is actually 44%. That's worse than somebody flipping a coin, right? And his average returns over the past 2 years is 1.6%. Okay. And out of the, so he's pretty much right ballpark in the middle, showing you how crap analysts are. Yep, that is correct. That is correct. Now, this is over a 2-year period. Now, let's go ahead and let's compare it to a kind of sector-wise. If you look at a sector, which is healthcare, he's actually doing negative 1.9. So he's actually doing worse off. But let's go back to no benchmarks. If you look at no benchmarks in terms of the S&P 500, he's up 5%. But again, if you want to compare your transaction with without the S&P, then just invest in an index fund. Because in the past 2 years, he's underperformed the indexes. Now let's go back to S&P. And let's go back on the 1 year. On the 1 year, he has a 48% success rate, negative 2.70% annualized, average return. Now let's go ahead and do no benchmark. He's only up 1.3%, 58% of the time. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go back to the S&P and let's go to the last 3 months, which has technically been a bull market, right? The last 3 months. If you look at any stock that we've picked, it's been pretty damn good, right? You can look at all the stocks, right? He's down negative 2%, okay? Are you seeing what I'm trying to say here? Let's go ahead and not make S&P the benchmark. You always want to make S&P the benchmark, and he's losing on there. Let's look at the month. He's up 0.2%. I mean, guys, stocks ran to the moon the past month. And if you put it against the S&P, obviously this guy is a 2-star analyst, okay? So let's go ahead and let's take a look at his picks here. Let's go back to 2 years. I like to look at the 2 years. Let's take a look. So let's just pick one company here and just kind of look. I haven't seen these before. I'm just doing this live with you guys. So let's kind of go over 5 years. Yeah, of course. So, this is a company, AGTI. When it was trading in the $2 region, he was quiet. And then when it basically went to its peak, he said, it's a buy. And then now as it's crashing down, it's a hold, hold, hold. So pretty much like, don't buy low, buy high, right? This is Mr. Fishback, right? So let's go ahead and do, I don't know, 5 years here. Yeah. So, let's basically sell at the bottom, right? So let's sell. This is another stock, SEM. So let's sell basically at $14, but then let's go ahead and let's buy at $40, right? So let's sell at 16 and then let's buy at, almost, what was that, triple, right? At $40. Are you starting to see what I'm trying to show you guys? Okay. Let's do more. I mean, let's give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Let's find a company that he's successful in. Okay, so buy. Okay, now, this is not too bad. Okay, good. Okay, sell. Okay, he doesn't like this one. Oh, hold. He was a buyer. So again, he probably buy high, sell low. Here's another one. So what I'm trying to show you guys is this gentleman maybe has been successful in his career in the past, but you don't know if he's bought out. You really don't know these Wall Street analysts and what their deal is, right? It's obviously clear that his picks are terrible. So when he says, Clover sell, he's been saying this, and the balance sheet has been improving in terms of the EBITDA and then net income loss. And, you just find this gentleman continually, just not changing. And it's just, you got to ask yourself sometimes why. And he just basically, did this, and this is the article, and want to read it. It pretty much has nothing important, nothing that, important. There's nothing, it doesn't tell you why. But overall, the point of me making this video is just to share with you this guy, likes to, sell low and buy high. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, to some people, this may look normal, right? But you would want to buy a company low and then sell high. You want this. I feel like I'm in kindergarten. I have to explain to Mr. Fishback. He's not dumb. He's obviously smart. You have to ask yourself why. And we can do an intrinsic value calculation on SEM to kind of see where it's at. I mean, I'm curious. This is a very, very quick intrinsic value. This is part of our stock terminal here. This is not the end all be all. There's our mastering intrinsic value, which is a lot better. But I'm just kind of curious here. SEM. It depends if it's free cash flow positive. Hello. Let's see. Curious. Yeah, the equity value per share. And again, if you want access to this, you can get lifetime access. We actually have a sale profit. It'll be ending soon. So it's $500 off. So the price target of SEM is $35, right? We do an intrinsic value and it calculates it to be $35. That's the equity value per share, $35. And this guy has a sell at 18, but then a buy at 40. Just very quickly here, SEM stock currently trading at 28, so it's still undervalued in terms of intrinsic value being 35. But overall, the guy said sell. I mean, it just shows you how messed up this guy is. So you remember when the pandemic happened? You remember when the pandemic happened? That 2020? He said sell. And then if I was to go to the SEC 13F filings, I bet you that Bank of America was buying. Pretty much whenever they tell you to sell, whenever Bank of America tells you to sell, they buy. whenever Bank of America or this gentleman tells you to buy, he sells. Because I just showed you, we just calculated the intrinsic value. And again, I'm trying to teach you how Wall Street works, which is why we created this platform. $35 is the price. So when the stock dropped to 15, he was telling you to sell. Then if you would have listened to the math, you would have been up 180% rather than, him telling you to buy at 40. You would be down, 45% or 33% on your money. So I hope that makes sense. So, I mean, it kind of makes me raise eyebrows on this gentleman in terms of his ethics. Is the price targets more for his institution to get a good deal so retail can sell? Will you be the judge of that choice? Okay. I'm just giving you the facts. Okay. I'm giving you the data and you decide for yourself. Okay. How you doing, Mr. Doodle? Mr. Doodle, Yankee Doodle. All right, guys. So pretty much that's all I have. I just wanted to basically, tell you this, and yeah. It's definitely a sad world we live in, but welcome to Wall Street. Know that I'm on your side, and I'm teaching you a way to evaluate a company. And that's it. Let's make that money.